Hmm. All right, good morning. Good morning, man. Good morning. I'm trying to get this stream going, but I don't know why it's not showing my screen. If I move it. There you go. Now you can see it. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mom. It's 7 a.m. I've been trying to get this stream going for the past 30 minutes. I'm new to this. I'm not sure to this, so I'm aware this is pretty laggy, but this is what I got right now, so I'm gonna make it work. Good morning, everybody. Let me know how this live stream is. Let me know if it's too laggy. Let me know any information. A little bit fast. All right. Well, I've taken one trade while I was trying to get my live stream going or whatnot. I wasn't able to get it going to record my trade, but I went ahead and went in right here. As you can see here, it says sell. I sold here at 310, and I rode that up until I sold market. So I rode it about 280. So 310 and 280. That's about three candles on the 40-minute time frame. So okay, it's good looking. Nice. I like to hear that. Is it like a little bit laggy or whatnot? Are you working today? I need to give you a call. So can you hear me and everything? So yeah, I took two candles. Can you hear my audio? Okay, perfect. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. You on your break? What are you having for lunch? Good coffee? I should actually make myself a coffee. I got myself just water and I threw in two ice cubes of coconut water that I had frozen up. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. What kind of shake? Like a banana shake? So, like I said, I went in here 310. I sold here at 280. I took three candles on the 40-minute time frame, which is about, did I say 4 or 3? I took three, which is about 90 ticks, 90 to 100 ticks. We're gonna keep on waiting to see if any more setups come up. I don't know why, but it says nobody's watching it, but you're watching it. It's kind of weird, right? It's okay, but let me check it out on my phone, see how it looks. Hmm. So the audio is a bit choppy, I'm not gonna lie. Damn, are you constantly hearing that squeak in the back, or is it just because I have my phone? Oh, okay. Maybe it's because I had my phone. I was looking at it on my phone. What about now? Is it back? Is the squeak gone? Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna just leave it like that, and I'm gonna just proceed with trading. On the graph 80, I'm looking at sellers coming in. Sellers are coming in pretty. They look pretty damn decent right now. Yeah. The dogs are looking at me through the window. Sellers are coming in. Looks nice. It's not my setup, but sellers are coming in. It's about at that lower low point. This looks beautiful. If I was back in the day, I would probably be taking these. That's what the 60 minutes time frame is looking like. So in this case, I have my plans scripted out and written out already. So I'm gonna go ahead and my 160-minute time frame as well as my 80-minute time frame that I'm not looking at on this one. I'm just showing my execution page. It's pretty much my CQG, like if you were trading a hot down order or whatever. I'm executing on this platform that you guys are seeing here, and I'm looking at other time minute frames on another layout. So currently 160 as well as 80 the 80-minute time frame. Those are getting well put and pretty nicely set up. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait on my 40-minute time frame to make an execution. I just need to wait for my setup to come up. My plan is written. I just explained it right now, and we'll see what comes up from here. It's a good Friday. I bought a new washer. We needed a new washer here at the house, so I'm gonna go pick that up around 10 a.m. We've been going to the laundromat to go wash. So I'm looking forward to finally being able to wash here. Right, it's been about 2 months, maybe 3 months without a washer. It was crazy. When I wasn't able to get these lives going on, or my share my screen and my live, I was like, damn. Like, first thing I thought was, fuck, I can't get my live stream on, but yeah, I'm not showing proof of me going in, right? But here's the proof. My order was right here, sold. Sold right here again, bought. Right? It's totally fine. I don't need to prove no point to nobody, right? I'm just waiting for my 40-minute time frame to set up nicely. I don't think they have a 40-minute time frame on here. They have a 30-minute time frame on in the trade here, but going based off these other graphs, right? So I'll show real quick what I'm going based off of. I'm going to both screens. So as you can see here, 160 10-minute frame is good, as well as Ooh, I got a warning. I don't know why I got a warning. Did I show something on this stream I wasn't able to show? Talk to you later too, man. What time are you off? I'm assuming like 5. I definitely need to give you a call. So I'm just waiting for my 40-minute time frame to set up now at this point, right? I like to keep my CKG Ninja Trader on either the premium. I'm able to see a little more clearly. So the warning sign went away. I wonder if it's because I showed my other screen. I'll try to show it again to see if it pops up. So real quick, 160 is in order, 80 is in order, 40 is now I just have to wait for my setups to appear here, right? It's not quite there yet. No, it's 7:45. That's a 12-hour shift. That's right. I'm gonna go make a coffee or something. You keep this live stream on. I'm gonna go make a coffee real quick. Hopefully, it don't take too long. Wow, these sellers are just selling out, right? It ended up breaking its lower here and continued short. And that looks nice. It's just not part of my setup, right? What if I play music if you guys can hear it? I'll do that. It's not too much movement going on here because I'm looking at these other graphs, right? And I don't want to be able to show like the constant movement. There it is. All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna go make the coffee. One entrance so far. Patiently. All right, we're officially locked in, chat. We got a good coffee going on. Peanut butter jelly, black coffee to be exact, with a hint of honey, sugar-free honey, as well as the organic bread with organic peanut butter. Can't get better than that, right? So I noticed I need to move my screen. I don't know how to do that. For. Let's see, how can I move the screen real quick? What category should this be considered? Entertainment? I'm just put gaming to be honest. Yeah, we'll just keep it like this. Oh goddamn, that shit hot. Damn, how do I move my screen so you get to see where I'm entering? I've noticed that NQ's been picking up a lot towards like the ending of the week. Like on Monday, Tuesday, as well as Wednesday, it was pretty slow and choppy or whatnot. I guess this is where the patience game comes in, right? No setup yet, nothing approaching us. And well, 40-minute time frame as well as the 80-minute time frame that I'm looking at. Bars are coming in pretty heavy, but not even heavy really. They're just coming in. But if I look over my 160-minute time frame, sellers are still shorting and for the long run, right? And it's looking pretty good to keep going short. But that can all change any particular moment, right? I'll go ahead and show my screen real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Every time I show this screen, it says my connection is unstable. So I'm just not show it. Way better when I was in my trailer though, because I was not getting connection at all. I really don't know how to move my screen. It's bugging me. It's a stream marker. What if I just move it slightly this way? Like that. Did I just move it or no? Maybe if I, oh, shit. Now we can someone see it a little better. I'm gonna just keep it like that so my face isn't in the way. That's one more. Damn, streaming, you have to have a lot of tabs open. Either I'm doing it wrong, I'm new to this, I'm not sure to this. But I have like multiple, multiple screens open. Some music. Hear that? Like the background music, background noise or whatever. Sun coming in through his windows making me want to take off my hoodie. I'm anything so far this morning. I've been on live 30 minutes. I've been in charge for about an hour. Looks like there might be a setup appearing in a minute. Okay, 80-minute time frame right now is perfectly set up. I might start looking for some shorts here. Not quite yet, but this is actually setting up. I'm looking at my 160 minute. Looking good. So pretty much here, I have my trend going in short, right? I have my trend short here, which is what I need in order to enter. Once that's set up, I'll roll over to graph 80-minute time frame, right? I'll go ahead and technically my entry would be here at 40. But looking at the circumstances, I see I see a few reversal signs, and usually when I have my trend, a 160 minute time frame, it's pretty potent to keep continuing that direction, right? But right now that reversal signs are coming in the opposite way going up, now go ahead and wait a bit, something up here, right? I'm playing non-copyright R&B, hip hop, and rap. So I did not want to play this, but you happen to be right. Hi, everybody. Last trading day of the week. Looking at the 160 time frame, it's bouncing off of its resistance level, making that two lower lows. Just an observation, right? Not much to take from there. Which is at around 240 here. Maybe if you look at the bigger time frame as well as this lower low. And you can probably consider this one. I'm hoping all the stores. I was talking about this on my other live. Around this time is when the markets lose their volatility. Or there's always a, maybe not around this time, but every year around a certain time, the market's gonna lose volatility, and I think it's that time of year. I don't know if anybody's been looking at crypto or whatnot, but crypto is booming. We're back in business. I was, I was in, I was in drawdown about how much? Let's see. I was in drawdown about 15% of my account, and now I'm breaking even, or at least last night when I checked, I was breaking even. I was probably like 1%, 1% profitable back up again, which is you just gotta hang on sometimes, right? You just gotta stick to your plan and respect the plan. And if you respect your plan, the results will come, right? And even if the results that you like don't appear, you respect your plan. They're always part of the game, right? And that's exactly what I'm doing on my crypto. And from 15% all the way down, all the way up to is now 1 or 2%. I'll go ahead and check right now. Oh, okay, so now we're profitable, maybe like 6% of my account. So I'm up 6% right now. So now 6% coming from a negative 15%. That's a big difference. That's like a 21% gain right there. Bitcoin got 77,000. Ethereum 2,300. Solana 91. Cardano's still at 21%. XRP is at 140. I'm not a big crypto guy, but something to talk about, right? Because that's what's going on right now in this universe, right? No range, bro. All right, the market's kind of losing volatility, to be honest. Just an observation, not complaining about it. What will crypto look like in 2030? Huh? Will that be the new currency? Will the dollar go to shit? Or am I speaking bullshit? Am I talking on my ass? Let me know, shit. 160 still short. It has that possibility of going, making a reversal, right? So if volatile short, a nice little trend short. It is commencing. It's a initial. Maybe this could be the reversal to the wrong, right? But we're just gonna keep waiting, right? My average prices for XRP. I think you got that pretty high, to be honest. XRP. Damn, I have it at 145. It's at 140 right now currently, so I did price pretty high. And I bought that a while back. I bought that in May 11th. Bought in May 11th. You guys still hear my voice or whatnot? My family member. Determination. Two words of the day. We gotta trust our process, bro. Whether that's anything in life, not just the trading and shit, right? Anything. Put our mind to it, do anything we want. I was driving back from work last night, right? And it was still it was like fucking what 5 a.m. Shit was still dark outside, right? And you can see the whole sky, bro. The whole like you see all space, all the fucking stars, and that shit made me think, damn, like this shit, the world is too big to not be able to do what we do, right? Like it trips you out just looking up at the sky, especially when you're in a dark environment and there's no light around, right? When there's light around, you can't really see it. When you get in a pitch black environment, you're gonna see some motherfucking stars, and that should trip you the fuck out, to be honest. And it makes you think that we're so little, right, in this world, and our ego is so fucking big. And the only person that can stop us from doing what we want to do is ourselves, right? And obviously, somebody else, if you let your interpretation go based off of that. So I'm gonna say it again. I took one entrance earlier. It was about what was that about 6:50 a.m. So about an hour ago, I sold here at 9:10. I mean 3:10, 23, 29, 3:10. I went short. and then I bought here at 87, right? So 7, 107. That's about 90 ticks right there. I took 90 ticks on this trade right here, and I made about so far, right? We're gonna keep basically. So if you look here on this on my Ninja Trader, right? Wait, compared to if I'm looking at it over here. Damn, I might need some better Wi-Fi. Or I might need to put the Wi-Fi box in here because it's looking toppy now. I've been looking at firearms and I've been trying to go check them out. There's no need of one, but that one, right? I'm aware that it's just the one I don't wear. So I might just fuck around and get it. Ooh, tripping. You know what's a trip? Being at work, it's like I get I get annoyed sometimes when motherfuckers tell me what to do. I get it. I'm at work, you know. You need to know what the fuck you're doing. Sometimes you need someone to guide you and tell you what the fuck to do, right? Sometimes shit just ticks me off, bro. Like, just shut up, bro. You know? And that's just my interpretation. But when I get to thinking about that, I'm like, all right, somebody's telling me what to do at a job I don't like. Am I going to keep dealing with that, or am I going to start telling myself what I need to do and listen and respect myself? Because when they tell me that, I have no other choice but to do that and execute that. I can't say, I can't figure out, I can't do what I want to do, right, at that particular moment. So if I can go ahead and listen to somebody else tell me what the hell to do, I definitely can tell myself what to do on this market, right? And for the longest, I've disrespected my plans so many times. Um, Even family members would just be like, hang it up, like, call it good, go get a job, lock in, whatever the case is, right? And that's totally fine. But I know deep down inside, I know I can give it more, and I know I can show myself more self-respect on this trading. That's all of what it comes down to, just respecting the plan. It's, it's and that's where that psychological part comes in, because trading is mainly like 90% psychological and very little technical wise. And that psychological part of you not wanting to respect the plan and fear of missing out, all type of shit, is what gets you the results you don't want, right? But you can respect yourself and listen to yourself about this trading, golden, right? Buyers are coming in. Not quite sure what direction the market's going in. Well, I see it going long, right? Based off of that reversal signal it did. But what I mean by it, I don't know what it's going to do. It could do anything. And at this particular moment, I like to wait for my trends, kind of how it has it here on graph 80. This is considered a trend for me, a pretty strong trend. So now I need that on this one now. But if that's not there, I can't even look for entrance yet. Just pure observation. That's why I call out that reversal signal there, but I'm not executing it, right? It's part of my plan. Maybe somebody else takes the move, but I don't. Shit. Damn, I forgot what type of entrance I took. I took a screenshot of it though. Let me go and pull it up. I'm trying to write down what type of entrance I took. I didn't write that down. I think I was just in new shit with our sheet. Over the past couple of years of me trading, I've learned to take profit. And instead of trying to get that good one that's gonna run 12 candles, don't get me wrong, I took one for 12 candles last week, and that was lovely. But I took it for a specific reason. I was looking at the market conditions, and that's what made me hang on to it, right? But it's not always that it's gonna run, and you should take that many candles, right? It's like if somebody drops down 100 bucks off the table, are you gonna take those 100 bucks, or are you just gonna let it sit and hope that it keeps giving you more? So I think it's good to take small profits, right? But if you're trading with an account size of, for example, 100,000 and you see $100, that might not be mean shit, right? And you can have more leverage to like hang on to it or whatnot. But if you're slowly building your account, take profit, bro. Even if you have a big account of 500,000, it might be obviously you can do more contracts with that, right? So $100 might be 10% of 500,000 would be 50,000. So say you see 50,000 on the table, which is 10%, right? This is the same thing as seeing $100 off of $1,000 account, which is 10%, right? It's 10% of $1,000. So if you see 10%, you should. I think it's great to take profit, right? Because if you're not making money from this trading, what is the whole point, right? The whole point is to get our freedom back and being able to build a lifestyle off of this, right? Because this is a lifestyle. It's not just no making money machine. That comes as a result if you just respect the plan, right? Markets got really slow. Since I don't take these type of reversal signals, I wonder where would be the entrance. I want to say somewhere like right here or here. Not too sure. I can see why here, just because it did its reversal signal right, and then buyers came in a bit. Mind you, I don't go based off of these graphs. I'm going based off the ones I'm looking over here. So that's why I'm just trying to relate them both in a way. And sometimes getting too much information can mess you up. I've learned that over the years. Keep it nice and simple, basic, back test. You should be solid. With confidence and faith, right? Oh, like last week, I took what, two trading? I took maybe three, four trades, but in only a life in a short span of 2 days, maybe three. But in 7 days, I took only three trades. Meaning meaning like 4 or 5 days, I did not execute at all. I was just observing. I have no fear of missing out, none of that. And like I said, I think it's great to take profit. So what did I do after those? I came out profitable those 3 days or 4 days, whatever it was, those three, four entrances, right? So I went ahead and cashed out, and I get a little feel, right, of what it's like to cash out. And because if you make money and you're just leaving it in the account and have the idea of wanting it to grow, that's totally fine. But in reality, you're not. I see it like this. I see it like you're not making no profit. The whole point of this is to get our freedom back, right, and to build a lifestyle off of this, and that consists of rewarding yourself, right? If you don't reward yourself, then what is the whole point of doing this, right? And and back in the day, I remember I would grow my accounts. I would probably like triple my accounts. I would triple it, and then I would just leave my money sitting in there, and I would want to keep going, and I would just fall in love with the idea of making money, and then just lose myself in the sauce, right? And next thing you know, I'm blowing my account, and technically, I would feel good interpreting and saying, "Oh yeah, I flipped my account. I flipped my account by 3x, right?" And but in reality, I did not flip my account. I did it, but I did not reward myself. So in reality, did I really do it, or did I just lose myself? And I think I lost myself in this particular moment. So yeah, I think it's great to take profit, take base hits, and just keep rolling with the shots, right? And reward yourself. This is a lifestyle. This takes a big toll on our mental frame as well. This is beautiful. It's just like in your job, right? You're working. Eventually, they reward you, right, with a small paycheck or whatever the case is. So why not treat this at the same? It's not like we go to work and say, "Oh no, keep my paycheck. I want it to keep growing. I want it to keep." You need money too, right? So that's how I see this too. And I've I have loved ones that do trading as well, and I'm always encouraging them to take profit and cash out and stop always trying to wait for that good one to run 20 candles, whatever the case is, and reduce executions, making having no fear of missing out and wanting to execute every other trade, right? And having the need of executing, feeling like you have to execute every day, right? But in reality, you don't. It's only when the setups come perfectly set up is when you do that. But I guess sometimes in life you gotta set the example, right? And that's totally fine. You just gotta set the example and keep rolling with the shots. Evolve with your people. This is all we got. I see it. If I'm not mistaken, like I said, I don't go based off of these graphs that I'm executing on, but this looks like another support level here. If I'm not mistaken. So, let's see what it does. Still getting the hang of how to move this. The trade I took earlier was a little bit more than 10% of my account, which was like about 11, 10, I mean 11 to 13% of my account. Which is I'm always satisfied with coming out with even just 10% of my account. Like that's maybe even less, 5%. It don't matter, right? But my sometimes my base hits are at 10%, and I'm totally fine with that. I'm okay to walk away with it. You say 10% of 500,000, right? What did I say was that? It's $50,000. So it don't matter about the money, right? It matters about you executing flawlessly or whatnot. The results will come by themselves, right? You take base hits, eventually you got to treat a $500,000 account like you would treat a $500 account. Right? Same execution, same same shit that's going on. It's just different value, right? So if you get stuck on that money, it definitely can mess you up. You start paying attention to your money. You stop getting that 100% focus to your technical plan, right? You start disrespecting yourself or whatnot. Yeah, I might end this live in a minute. I'll do that. But, 13% on my account today. I call it good in a minute. Start doing shit on the house. I got washing. I gotta go there at 10 a.m. So looking forward to that. Crypto is so volatile, bro. I don't know how much I said I was up, but I'm up 10% on my crypto account. I think I was only up like one or two, just like an hour or two ago. Not even two, maybe like an hour ago. I was just talking about my crypto, right? I was up like 2%. Now I'm up 10%. So I'm up 10% coming from a 15%. I was down 15%, and now I'm up 10% on my crypto account. That is pretty volatile, if you ask me. So my company failed to pay me my per diem. Or they paid me my per diem, just they were missing a little more, right? So I checked with them yesterday to let them know. They got back to me. They're gonna make it work out. I gotta wait till next paycheck though, right? So it is what it is. Hey, what's up, though? I need to find a thumbnail to put on my videos. I slept like 5 hours. Let's go over my trading. I mean, my execution I did over. See what's good to do. Where's that? I went in and sold here, right, at 310, like I said. Sold it at 310. Bought right under 290. So remember, when you're trading, you can go short or long. You can sell or you can buy. Right? You just got to do the opposite. So I sold here, and I went for a profit of 90 ticks. Candle, half a candle here, which was right under. It was like at 287, I believe, right? Yeah, look, 287, which is right under here. So I took maybe about 85 ticks. I said 90, but probably about 85 ticks. The base hits, everything was lined up. 160 had a nice trend, 80 had a nice trend. So I rolled over the 40-minute time frame. I went ahead and took my setup right. This one here was my setup as well. And so was this one. So both of these here were my setup. But if I look left and I paid attention to the 80-minute time frame, right? After years of observing this, I've observed how this is when these two entrances showed up. This had closed here at 360. This candle had closed at 360, right? Meaning that the trend ended in my perception, right? Trend ended, and it did a twins of continuation. And me, from experiencing this and then looking at this and back testing this, I paid attention to how the twins continuation up here and in these, I didn't quite like it yet. I would have liked for it to be under the 320 level, which eventually it did, right? Which was right here. Is why it entered at 310, which is about half a candle on the 80-minute time frame. It was closed. It was already close to closing here at 300 to enter, right? And so this was a better situation here than if I would have took it over at 330. If I would have took it at 330 here on this first one, that would have been about right here. Meaning these candles of twins continuation had never closed. They were still open, meaning this can continue to go short, right? And back in the day, I used to take this one, and this one. I mean, that's like 3 entrances in just a matter of what, 10 minutes? And so I broke it down and I'm like, less trades, more quality trades, right? So that's when, if I would have taken this one too, that would be at 320, meaning that'd be right at the closing candle. I would have entry right when it was closing, which I'd like for it to be closed already before me entering, right? So that way I don't have to be part of uh, that drawdown. Is what I've back tested, right? This will be different for everybody. So I waited 310. I let it go, meaning I was watching this go, and I had the fear of like, damn. I didn't have a fear, but I was like, am I gonna miss out on this one? Because these are perfectly set up, right? Under my plan, right? So I'm like, he's gonna take off, and I'm just not be a part of it. And I was just observing, man. I just let them do their thing, and once I see something more clear that I like, it's my answer, which was here at 310. I took two candles and a half, right? So that was my trade today. Beautiful. So look, this was the first one. The screenshot of it were 330 with that. If I would have entered here at 330, yes, I could have took these two profits, right? Could have took two kind of profits, but I just didn't like how circumstances over here on this. This is the exact same as this is the exact same setup. Just I took that screenshot earlier when I was showing. I waited till it dropped over to that lower level, right? Because if you see here, this is where that resistance line is at. It kept bouncing off the 310. But once it got to this point, it failed to do a reversal signal going long. So I considered that as well. It failed to go long. If that failed to go long, and we have two trains on this side over here, it was just perfectly set up for me to go on. So I executed that. If it didn't go, it didn't go, but I respected my plan, right? And in that case, it gave me the results. This setup here, so this, buyers are coming in. I see more of a clear trend now. Buyers are coming in pretty strong, actually. I see it to the chance of even hitting this higher level of the 380. I mean, 480. Three lower. All right, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. I'm gonna keep observing trade for a little more, maybe 30 more minutes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end the live here. I'll catch you guys on Monday again. Hope everybody has a good weekend. Stay patient. Stay safe. Stay determined. And stay dedicated. I'll catch you guys. Thank you guys for tapping in and watching. Peace. Now, how do I end this live? All right, I got it.